What's up? We're back. It's Monday, Cinema Club. I'm back. Today we're discussing Grease. I'm Dante Bosco.
Hi guys, my name is Alice Rahmatullah for my Chinese fans. 大家好，我叫 Alice， 欢迎来到我们的电影俱乐部。For my Uyghur fans, yaxşımızlar bizim kino klubumuzla kendine karşılaştınız. Benim ismim Bahargil, Alice, whatever. For everybody.
How are you guys
What's
doing?
up, y'all? How are you guys doing? How was the weekend? How you guys doing? It's been a long time. No,
It's been a long time. I'm back in town. We're just
And Chef Valeria. Hi, Chef Valeria. She's amazing executive chef and Yamashiro. And yes, I am wearing a Filipino outfit, which is representing. And I got this birthday gift from Emily Bosco. Thank you, Emily Bosco, for shout out to her. And then I love this outfit.
And today we're for people that don't know, this is Monday Cinema Club, first time tuning in, and it's our weekly club. Me and Alice as filmmakers and actors. We've been watching movies all throughout the pandemic, and we've been deciding to discuss movies every week with you on like a book club, but it's a movie club.
It is. It's just like sharing our experiences, and then you watch the film. Sometimes people think this is a shitty film, or some people think, oh, I love this. It's just a conversational. There's no right or wrong. There's no judgment. It's just free, like express yourself. It's just a fun club to chit chat, talk shit, or just whatever. It's just something like that.
This last month we decided to do like kind of couples films, or like duo films, and we did Before Sunrise last week. This week we're doing Grease, and so
Grease.
We gotta go into Grease. There's a lot going on, folks. So
it's so much things going on.
And as always, we have VIP guests to start and end the episode, which you can always go and DM Alice at Alice Rahmatullah on IG, and we have two guests. We have one coming in at the beginning, one coming at the end, and we'll bring people in between to talk about the films if you got to see this film, but especially if you watched it this week and you've been watching these films with us and just joining the discussion. So I'm gonna start. This is Grease, 1978, starring John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, along with Stockard Channing playing Rizzo. I mean, these are classic characters. Jeff Conway playing Kaniki. This is just a big part of me growing up. It's one of those movies that I watched every day.
And you told me this is the film you became an actor.
I think John Travolta in Grease and in
John Travolta. How do you pronounce his
John
name?
Travolta.
John Travolta.
In Grease and in Saturday Night Fever, which we also watched on Cinema Club in the past. Like, I think watching those films growing up, especially because I was a dancer before I was an actor, like he was one of the reasons why I got into entertainment or got into acting. I say that because those characters are so big in my life, and I grew up, in the 80s and whatnot, and 70s. This is the end of the 70s, and so a lot of people don't realize, before Michael Jackson came on the scene and Billie Jean and all that stuff, John Travolta was the best dancer in the world to us.
Yeah, he is the best dancer, and he is he has the the character, and he has the charisma, very stage performing, and a very cool 80s 70s cool leather jacket, cool boys. Well, obviously this is your favorite film.
It's not my favorite film. I mean, many things that happen in Cinema Club, Monday Cinema Club, we to look back at things, and it's kind of interesting to look back and see how things hold up now and how things have changed. And sometimes, you look at things at the time and what it is, and then certain aspects of it that are around now, you're kind of like, what? That's a little weird. Because
it's just that makes sense at that time doesn't mean doesn't mean make sense at this time period.
Totally.
So well, I watched a film that was my first time watching a film, and then our Cinema Club friend Denise said, welcome to became now you officially became American. So I don't know, it's just a very, very typical American high school drama film and a musical. And overall, did I like it? Did I enjoy it? Yes, I enjoyed it, but I did not really think Am I gonna hurt a lot of people's
No,
feelings?
go for it. Go.
I do not. Fuck it. This is my show. If I can hurt your feelings, just whatever.
There's things that rub her wrong. I love the. I mean, I'll go.
I don't like.
You go with your stuff, and then I'll just say everything I love about
It's just
the movie.
overrated.
Oh my
A
god.
little bit overrated, to be honest, compared to Saturday Night Fever. I personally preferred Saturday Night Fever, and the Grease is just a little bit overrated than what it's supposed to be, because this is if like after watch this film overall, like story wise, like a storytelling wise, yes, this is based on the stage performings, a musical. It is beautiful. It is amazing music. It is amazing. All respect, it's great. Dance choreography, everything is really great. But as a filmmaker, like as a film perspective and storytelling perspective, it's kind of little off, like a beginning, middle, end, doesn't really match or connect and push forward to the whole story. And then end of the story, the idea of a person who changed their identity or they changed who they are to another person, it's really doesn't make sense to me. I'm not sure like how other people thinks. Maybe some people think, if I fall in love with this person, I'm gonna change exactly like whole my outfit, my how I talk, like whole like the who I am. I'm gonna change entire the different person. I'm gonna act like a different person. It just doesn't make sense to me. The information of this film, like it's little off, like it doesn't make sense to me as a born in 90s. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people now looking at it, I was like, oh, it's little weird, but I'm pretty sure it makes sense at that time. And then some of the like gay joke part, like you're not supposed to dance, bullying, and then
with no
like,
comeuppance on the bullying,
and then
just
this
like
gangs in the high school, this gang like leaders and in the gang group, and then you have to have a certain like taste or style in order to belong to that in certain groups. So it's just like very weird. And then on the dance scene, they're like it's just like gay jokes, especially, like it's not really, I mean, I get it, it's 70s, and then this story based on 1950s.
Yeah,
like it's at
Denise
that time
says lots of toxic masculinity in the movie for sure.
Yes.
And thank you for everybody tuning in. Iva7686, Bridget Stone, what's going on? Vina7, what's up everybody coming in, and all the great comments out there.
Yeah, so these are the points I think is like, it's just a red flag for me as watching a film. But overall, I mean, for acting perspective, it's just very, like, for all respect, great performings, great singing, great dancing, dance choreography, everything, production design, makeup,
Paper Slut says two things. Grease is actually making fun of toxic masculinity. At parts, I think it is making fun of toxic masculinity.
Making fun of them, but at the same token, it's provoking that behavior. And end of the movie is director decision was this girl who she changed her entire who she is, her identity to
yeah,
this
that
man.
Part's weird for sure. That part's like,
it's just a question,
and we don't even know what that means. Like, she's smoking cigarettes, she's like wearing a leather jacket.
Yeah, that's
she's
not
like
who she is.
I mean, he tried to change himself too for her.
Yeah,
improve himself to a degree, like kind of fit into another society that he wasn't a part of. Which, I mean, I guess that's part of life. I mean, all your points I think are spot on and great, and I really can't even combat them. I mean, but the story, people out there saying it's such a piece of Americana, like for those of us that grew up with the film, or even just watching it as much as, it's just kind of a piece of America. Like I almost watching it again, I know like almost every line. And of course the musical numbers and the performances are great. I mean, as I'm watching it again, and I haven't seen it in years, to John Travolta turning around to like doing the dances to all the songs, and like the songs kind of like link the loose storyline. They're kind of putting a whole school year in this one movie. And so to a degree, I feel like you feel all this nostalgia for high school, all the angst and the problems and the mistakes we make. And, it's all kind of thrust into this like movie. But when you look at it, right now from a writer's standpoint, and from like, what are we doing? it's very like I don't know if you let us get away with that in the movie. Like there's no, like you were saying, like the one thing with Rizzo, like, oh, she's pregnant, and it's like, are you gonna get aborted? And she has one of the best songs in the movie. There are worse things I can do, and then it's like she finds out she's not pregnant, and they just start making out again, and they're all back together.
That's Rizzo's. In the beginning,
and if people are saying it's like a musical theater thing, for sure, the musical theater part of it.
But it's based on the musical
story,
theater. This movie is based on the musical theater, but now they're remaking it as a movie, musical movie. So as a movie perspective. So when you're looking at the movie, like, oh, you're expecting there is a story, there is a storyline, and then there is a character, there is a conclusion of each action, and then there is information. There is certain like information you want to deliver to your audience as a director.
Right.
So what is your information? Like, what is your point? Like, what do you try to say? What do you try to accomplish of this film, like, as a movie? I mean, it's a legendary film, and I spoke to Larry Casanova, which is a producer of Terminator 2, this morning, and I mentioned we're going to talk about movie Grease, and he said, oh, I'm a good friend with the director. And then, oh my gosh, I supposed to be honest with my feelings? Like,
yeah, Randall Kleiser. So shout out to director Randall Kleiser.
And then he said, yeah, I mean, I get your point. Like some of there's point, it doesn't make sense at this environment, and it doesn't mean it's the right things to do. So it's just like a very, I mean, end of the day, if I want to watch a musical theater, I will watch a musical theater without the worry about the story. Right. Like, oh, it's just a musical theater. I just want to enjoy the music. I just want to enjoy the dancing part, and then story plot was just a little off. It's okay because it's a stage performing and you have limited time, and then you just have to, there's no break or whatever. It's just you just have to perform on the stage. But on this movie perspective, I wanna know the character more. Yeah. I want to know as overall story, like what is the overall story when you're looking at the movie. And it's a high school, childish, crazy drama, whatever, romance, which makes sense to American high school students who like for Americans, but I never go to high school in America, so I don't know the experience.
Yeah, I think.
However, as an outsider, when you're looking at the American high school students, like, whoa, it's little rough as a high school students. Like high school student, aren't you supposed to be do this? Like, aren't you? It's very adult. Like they're already mature. Like
yeah, that's the other thing about that was weird about the movie. I mean, one, the movie is even beyond itself now because it's become such a piece of Americana that I think the movie represents more than just what we watching it as a movie. Even with the holes and the kind of like, you know, not filmmaking great points, but it's just become so much more because like everyone knows like all the lines of the movie. But also one of the big things that always stood out to me is like these guys are so old playing high schoolers.
Exactly.
Like I always thought by the time I was a senior in high school I was gonna look like John Travolta. You're like, that dude was old as hell and I still feel like a little kid.
Yeah, it does. Like it doesn't. I didn't buy it out as them as a high school students. Excuse me. Before, because I mean, way they look, like how they act, how they talk, and how they make a decision of their age behaviors. It's like a very adult, like college. I feel like that's the high school graduate students.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's going to a freshman college students, like that kind of stuff. But again, I mean, it depends on depends on the time period. Like some people, they get mature.
But they just looked older. They don't look like teenagers in high school at all. When you look at it again, you're like, that dude looks super old. And not like old, but like in his 20s.
Mature.
Yeah, mature.
Old, mature. Yeah, look old, mature.
So let's bring in the VIP guests, and then we'll bring up a few of you guys in with Grease. And who's the first guest?
The first guest is Ezra Holloway.
Oops. Let's bring Ezra in.
Ezra.
It's not coming up, Ezra Holloway.
Yeah, you want to...
Send a request, Ezra.
Yeah.
Send in a request.
Then, why don't you just type the full name?
It's Ezra. Okay, let me try it. Ezra
Holloway.
And we're...
3-2.
This is when we look crazy in the video.
Like...
Ezra Holloway.
Wait. A.
A-Y.
There we go.
There you go. Okay.
There she is.
There it is. Let's go.
Let's see. She watched the film in the early, in the beginning of the week. So we'll see.
Shout out to Ezra Holloway. What's going on?
Hey guys.
Where are you calling in from?
It's going good.
Where you calling in from?
I'm from Vermont. I talked to you guys a while ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. Well, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Were you able to watch? You said you watched Grease earlier in the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I actually first saw it in 7th grade. We were reading The Outsiders, and they were like, "Hey, let's show you something that's similar to The Outsiders before we actually see the movie."
Like a musical version of The Outsiders, the Greasers and the Socias. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I saw it, and we even like rewatching it. The opening scene with like John Travolta, like when he like looks at the camera. The first thought I had was,
moment's classic. It's such a little.
This guy was pausing, and he's like, hold on, look at him, and pause it, like, and go back and just
like
just,
dun 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 dun. It's like such a movie star moment, you know.
Super. Like at the same token, is it a cliche?
It is cliche, but I mean, it works. It's Travolta.
Works for that time period.
I saw that and I was like, "Yep, this is a '70s movie for sure." Like you don't see that stuff anymore.
No.
Yeah, like nowadays, like if people or anyone make that movie and then introduce your character in that way, people is like, "What is going on? Like, why did I do that?"
Yeah.
What's your favorite scenes or moments in the movie? And probably most importantly, what's your favorite song in the movie?
So I'm a musician, and just like all the songs are like really good made songs. The only song I don't like is the very last song of them like, "Oh, we'll always be together," and we'll chant some weird stuff.
You know, like you go to get shamalama lama ding 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 ding.
I couldn't understand that. That's just.
What's your favorite song? What's your favorite song?
I couldn't tell you. I love them all the same. They're just very good.
Songs right now either.
Summer Lovin'.
Yeah, I do remember one of the Summer Lovin' you were dancing on the couch. So
Grease Lightning.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw that he was dancing on the couch.
That's no Grease Lightning. Well, what about your favorite? Like, what's your favorite moment that you remember in the movie that meant something to you?
Oh, there's so many. I couldn't tell you. It's all just such a great movie. I feel like if the music wasn't in it, it wouldn't hold up.
Without the music, it'd be really in trouble.
That's what I said. Like that was my point. Like if this movie without music or without the dancing part, like if you just put the story wise, this is gonna be like a very, very like horrible film. Like seriously.
Also, like I'm a high schooler. I'm 16 and I'm a sophomore. It is the people that are in the students are the most inaccurate representation of high schoolers.
Isn't it like, tell me if I'm wrong, is it that mean, like high school students in high school? Like, is that mean? Like people just mean to each other? I've never been to high school in America, so I know.
I mean, sometimes people can be mean. I think it's a heightened situation. I mean, you're in high school now, so you can tell us as a...
Do you guys still have the gang?
Huh?
Do you guys still have the gang?
Well, they're like cliques. Yeah, they're like
cliques, like a group of gangs, like wearing the same jackets or wearing.
Yeah, that's like a real old school thing.
I don't think so. It is still, a lot of this stuff is kind of mean-spirited a little bit, especially like sports players. Like in the movie, the teacher's like, if you're not an athletic person, be an athletic supporter. That is not me at all. I cannot do
It's
that.
a throwback time in our country and in the world, how people were looking at things. It's not like that at all anymore, for sure.
Yeah. The other thing is, I really wish that the Scorpions were a bigger part in it. I only remember them for like 2 scenes, and I wish they did so much
Craterface,
more.
which is a classic villain in a movie like Craterface. Is like, what's wrong with that guy? He's such and he's just mean to the whole thing. And he's at the dance with Rizzo. He's at the dance with Rizzo.
Yeah, but
Not the whole gang, just like him by himself.
there's no like song that the Scorpions are in. Like there's nothing
another musical in an alternate universe of just the Scorpions. I mean, that's their Scorpions the musical.
Oh my
And
god.
I still want to like just while I'm watching the movie, I'm like where their parents are, like.
I know, and like where's the homework and stuff like that.
Where's the homework? Like where's the parents are? Like are those kids have no parents?
Yeah, no, we haven't seen one. We didn't see one parent in the movie.
We didn't see one parent.
They talked about their parents, but then.
And then they just wilding up, like rock and roll and like whatever. They can go anywhere. They can party in the middle of the night and then just be anywhere they can be. Like, where's their parents? Like,
Yeah.
I was in high school. Me, in order to get out the house, I have to make up a story and I have to be home at a certain time.
Mm-hmm. This is also like because I'm a kid in the 21st century and like I'm a couple years younger than the characters. They're smoking cigarettes and driving cars and doing all this like really mature. I know I want no part of it.
It's fun. You can be part of it. But
it's great. I mean, it's great to hear to talk to someone about this movie who's actually in high school right now, today.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they look like they're in their 30s. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah. They're not doing that as much now with high school projects, but I think it was something classic to do back in the day, especially in the 70s. But I think there's still like these feels. I mean, I guess it's different because you're in high school, and so you're in real life. I think when we're looking back at high school, this like kind of touches on all these little feels from all the different aspects of how you remember high school, whether it's
Yeah. Also, like, if you think about the high school movies and musicals back then in the 70s and now with like Disney and stuff,
right?
I feel like they did it right back then, and they shouldn't have like auto-tuned like kids pop actors and stuff.
High School Musical. I didn't watch. Do you know High School Musical? Did you watch High School Musical?
I watched what is that called? Anna Kendrick, that one. What is that called?
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect. Is that called?
Yeah.
Are they high school? I don't think they're. I don't know if they're high school or college.
No, they're in the high school.
Yeah.
And there's another few High School Musical in Netflix. I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to kind of like look at how they both look. But so overall, Ezra, before you go, did you like the film or not like the film? Watching it now.
Oh, someone said Pitch Perfect is college. Oh, okay.
I'd watch it again. It's aside from like the stuff that didn't age well and like all that stuff, it still has great music and great like dance choreography and stuff. And as someone who doesn't like pay attention to new stuff and like watches old stuff, I still like have a sweet spot for it. So yeah.
Sweet spot. I feel like this is your like whole part is your.
No, I love it. I still love the movie, but I mean, I still see the flaws in the movie, but I still love the movie.
Yeah. Well,
thank you so much, Ezra. Always a pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah. See you next time.
I'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching the film.
All right.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. So whoever's in here and watched the movie, especially if you watched this week, been watching movies with us, hashtag Grease right now in the comments, and we'll try to bring you in. Wakanda 4329, Grease's top 5 greatest high school movies. I mean, I think it could be. I wouldn't. What flaws in Grease? There's some flaws. Shout out Nicole. What's going on? Shout out to let's bring this person as the first person I saw.
Okay.
Maybe. No?
Bring this person.
Let me see.
Let's bring our...
Let's bring... Let's,
oh, here.
Hello?
I heard something.
Hello? Oh, what happened?
Ghost.
Oh my god, it's not working that great.
Let's bring...
We try to
bring our friend.
Britt. We try to bring Britt, but we'll try to bring Britt again. Hold on a second. Let's bring someone else and then... It never came up like that. Let's see. Maybe...
Did you get figured out?
Calvin, what's going on? Thomas drop some Grease knowledge on us.
Oh, some Grease knowledge. I don't want to drop Grease knowledge. I just want to like make fun of the movie because I don't like it very much.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding.
Thank you so much.
Oh my god, Grease haters on the screen. Go ahead, go for it.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
So I was actually in a Grease.
Hi.
Iris also hates the movie, so she also didn't understand it, but that's understandable. So I was actually in a Grease play, and when I was in college, I played Vince Fontaine. They needed like somebody because the guy got sick, and so I just mostly just sat in the back and just read from a script because he was like the announcer through a lot of it. And so I was on stage just once, and they had me up there on stage, like doing my thing for the dance and all that stuff. But it was do what?
Hey, what's it called? Do the hand job, baby.
Oh, the hand jive, yeah.
Hands.
But yeah, it was fun. But I had to sit through. I think since I had to sit through so much of it in the play that I didn't really care for in the first place, I had to listen to it over and over and over and over again. I did not like it since I was only there just to kind of help out two of my friends who were more serious about it, and they actually were into the musicals and everything else. And so I was just kind of sitting there, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this play, the songs, all of it, just constantly. They did a really good job, though. As with the movie, they also did a really good job. But I just don't.
Anyway, if I'm thinking about musicals, not musicals, but I think Grease is one of those musicals that transcend that. Like most people like Grease, regardless, like
what
you know any musicals or not.
What I think really bothers me about it.
Go ahead.
All of the songs are so catchy. They're so catchy, but the songs don't mean anything. Like they don't have any meaning or got anything at all. They are fun to listen to. That's it.
Yeah.
So
the only one is Rizzo.
Yeah,
the beauty school the dropout one. Yeah.
The worst thing I can do. I mean, I love that song.
That's the worst thing I can do. And then I was like, oh my god, this is a good character. I love her. I love her perspective, and then I feel for her. And then end of the movie, she just changed it from 0 to 100. Boom, and then she finds out she's not pregnant, and then she's like, all right, let's go wild on them again.
Let's go.
What?
I know.
Like,
I know. Those things are kind of strange.
Did you learn your mistake, or you just want to be the whatever person you want to be in the before? Like, what is the information? What are they trying to do?
Yeah, I do agree that was like the only song I think that had really any meaning to it. That was actually like, it knew its place and it did a good job of capturing that. But the rest of them were all just like catchy for the sake of being catchy.
Yes.
Yeah,
I like a lot. I mean, I know the music so well, so it's hard for me to be
what part?
Unbiased. Stranded at the Drive-In, which I wasn't in the musical play, but they added it for the movie.
I heard.
Stranded at the Drive-In.
I heard from your sister. She said you did the Grease 2 on when you were like UCLA thesis.
Oh, we did.
Program.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Grease is just.
Shout out to Ariana, Dante's sister. She told me, by the way, when you guys talking about Grease, can you mention to Dante Buster
Don't talk about
what you did?
Let's not talk about that. That was just some weird thing I did. It was fun though.
Do we have any like videos or anything of it at all?
That's what I asked from my sister. I was like, do you have video? Do you have any pictures? She's like, let me look through it. I'll send it to you. If I find any, I will post it on my Instagram, guys.
Yeah, on the story, just straight up.
No, that's not.
And then one of Dante's reaction to
I'm
it.
a singer, so it's not my thing, but I just did it for a friend.
Monday Cinema Club Greece.
We'll just do a whole cinema club of just to that. That's all it's going to be. Everyone coming on and commenting on it.
No, thank you, but thank you.
But overall, it's definitely, and as people have said before, and have y'all pointed out, the movie absolutely cannot stand alone on its own without the music, which is extremely catchy. Don't think the songs are good, but the music alone is great. The dancing's kind of meh, but I think they didn't really try all that hard, and then being in the play for it,
and
I feel like the actual play version is
on here. I need someone on the other side. I got two Grease not really likers, but it's cool.
Honestly, guys, just to be honest, there's no pressure, there's no judgment. If it's a shitty film, just say it out loud.
This is Monday Cinema Club. We're just discussing movies.
But if we were to recreate it, I think Dante could probably pull off a high schooler, since they didn't really seem to care about the whole age gap when they made it the first time. So he could probably go back through and be Danny, and probably be pretty good. So
I don't think that's the feel-good film. Just like only the their hair and then wearing a leather jacket. That's all.
But Dante looks good in it right now. So
he tried to be good.
Yeah, he looked good in it. So I think that could carry the whole movie alone, just the jacket and the hair. So.
Look. All right, Calvin.
But I don't have much to add other than that, so y'all have fun. Absolutely.
Thank you teaming up with me.
Oh, God, wait. How do I cancel out now?
I don't know. I think
we don't
you
know.
Gotta figure out. There you go.
Oh, God. Oh, we're watching Moana, too, so that's fun. Oh, it's okay. I got it now. We're good.
Okay. All right. And then I saw Denise was like, I'm trying to get into this conversation. Denise is trying to get in this conversation.
Oh my God, Denise. I think Denise is always on
my side.
Your side.
There's no sides. It's just discussion. It's Monday Cinema Club. There's no sides.
Denise gonna be like, this is American's best film. She's gonna be like, all right, where are you, Denise?
Denise is coming soon through the interwebs, and I don't know. Here we go.
There we go.
Denise.
Love that hair.
I'm here.
What's
What's the beef on Grease? What's happening?
What's happening? This is a lot going on. I didn't realize it's gonna be this sort of people going like they're not in the movie. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's one of the most American classic films.
I didn't even want to come in and talk this time because I was like, oh, no brainer. Everyone's gonna love it. But now look what you guys made me do.
Here we go.
Be honest. Be honest for your feelings. Be honest.
Let's talk about it, Denise. Drop some knowledge on us.
So listen. Yes, this movie's a little racist, a little misogynistic, but for reals, it is like Americana. It's classic Americana. This was one of the first movies that my mom and dad ever showed me, and it's been in my life ever since. Like, I watched this when I was like 4 years old, and it's been in my life.
Yeah. Same way.
Yeah, I feel like this sort of like weird connection to it. And being a theater person myself, I love the music to go along with it. They're all 50 years old in the movie, but whatever, Whatever. It's all good.
On. 50 years old playing high school?
Whatever, I'm rolling with it. It's a pretty picture.
Listen, I'm 32 and I love being passed off for a high schooler. I'm just saying. Not only that, but Olivia Newton-John. You got John Travolta, the two cutest, like they are the cutest couple ever.
Yeah. Watching it, the movie
Alice.
Kid, and watching it over and over again, you're like, that's what a relationship's supposed to be.
No, that's not a relationship.
And I mean, not the whole.
That's the relationship.
Not by the end.
I'd rather be not in a relationship. I'd rather be a single forever. If that's the relationship. If the man acts like that way, and it being
he tried to fix it by the end. He did not
try to fix it. He didn't just be okay, I guess that's not properly, and then just as soon as she walks out,
and rolling and whatnot.
She walks out with the jacket and the hanging and the cigar. It was like, come on, bro. It's just like you changing for him.
Alice, are you telling me you would not want to be in a cat suit looking hot for John Travolta?
I can be a cat suit, walk around with like Alice. I don't want to be like, oh, John Travolta likes that certain specific girl who wears a leather jacket, so let me wear a leather jacket for him. Like, hell no, I'm not gonna do that.
You know, Alice, I really, I really do.
If I'm not the person who smokes, I'm not gonna smoke just because I'm falling in love with a guy who smokes cigarettes.
I so get what you're saying, Alice. And you come in, since you just watched it, you're coming in from such a realistic point of view. Like, to be honest with you, it's very realistic what you're talking about. And I feel like movies nowadays especially have to really be careful about being realistic, because people will call you out on it. I mean, if it's not realistic enough, like, they're gonna know it's a 30-year-old playing a high schooler.
I think they're dealing with a lot of like the tropes of like high school and stuff. But there's like things like, you know, the bullying, the kind of like toxic masculinity. Not a lot of comeuppance on any of those things.
Yeah, not only that, it's just like how that guy being like super egotistic and he just acting differently in front of his friends and being a cool guy.
Was that not was that not a high school thing for you?
Like, huh?
Was that not a high school thing for you when you went to high school? Is that not how like guys in a group would act or anything?
I'm saying like being her perspective, the girl's perspective, I'd be like, if I were her, I wouldn't change my whole thing. I would be like, bye. Like, just go. Like,
you are such a
the end of the movie. It's like, oh, anyways, you change your mind, okay. All right, let me dress up.
And that part is strange when you look at it in today's date. I mean, I remember being very excited about that part of the movie when I was younger, and now you look at it, you're like, that's kind of a little.
Oh, for sure.
Choice.
For sure. Also, I wanted to tell you as well. Yeah, Vince Vaughn hitting on what's her name? Maraschino.
The dancer.
Like the
yes.
Yeah, she like the older guy was hitting on basically a high schooler, and you're like, ooh.
Super weird. There are a lot of super weird things in there.
Yes, that's the dance part, like the dance part, like final competition, and then his friend just kicked who's that lead girl name?
Cha-Cha.
Sandy. Yeah, when
Sandy.
they tried to
Cha-Cha.
pull her out. And then this girl came out of nowhere, and then he just continues to dance.
Yeah, not great.
And then
not
wait
a great
a
moment
second,
for
don't you
Danny
supposed to
Zuko.
dance with Sandy? Like, what are you doing? And then she got pissed. She's like, "Who's that girl?" Like and then he lies. I was like, "He's the girl." I was like, "No, there is something going on." And then she's like,
you know, it really is something about John Travolta, and especially in that time too, like this was the height of his studliness, and I definitely think people definitely gravitated towards this movie because of him.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter like if he's an asshole or not,
right.
you know.
He was like the
Saturday
biggest star in the world at this time.
Music, because this is already a stage musical, like
right.
It's already like accomplishment. A lot of I mean, it's a good musical, so people on the directing making a musical movie, is people just like, oh, this is a good musical stuff, and then they making a movie. Let's watch it, and just how they became like, it's like very popular. But I don't think. I mean, I don't know. Like if guy,
I love your hatred towards it though. Like I really do.
I don't hate it. I
love
don't hate it. It's just like so sassy at the same time. The guy is like super cocky. I was like, all right, if you're cocky, okay, cool. But do I love this type of the guy? Hell no. Like that's my personal opinion.
I don't think someone's like, man, how can people love the movie so much? It's kind of weird to watch it for the first time. Why do people love this movie so much?
Right.
Whereas we kind of grew up with it, and it's been such a part of our DNA that you don't even question bad story plots. We're just like, we know the next song, and we know every line in the movie, and even those lines mean something in our life because we quoted those lines to other people at different times in our life that had nothing to do with the movie, but you're just like,
yeah, I mean,
you know, it's become a part of us.
Exactly. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love like American classic films. I love that. But
sure,
like people grow up here in America, like they only watch Hollywood films. They rarely watch like Bollywood or French.
Right.
Yeah, because you were saying it's like a Bollywood film. That's
Yes.
I am an outsider in China. Like we watch like all kinds of film, like Hollywood film, like Bollywood film, like French film, Italian film. Like we watch all diversity of films, so we compare. Like
I feel like this is such a good American Bollywood type film.
And then
It's
again,
cheesy, it's romantic, like
yeah,
that's so
and
funny.
compared to a typical Bollywood film, like High School Musical Bollywood film, the story plot is super weak.
Oh well,
Very,
I will say as well.
Watching an Indian, one of the Bollywood High School Musical film. I forgot what his name was. God. And at the time, I was like 13 or 14. I cried that
Oh,
film.
wow.
Like, oh my God, this is very touching. And at the same time, it's a musical. It's dancing. It's crazy. You know,
I feel like American musicals, I don't know. I don't think they really do, other than like maybe West Side Story really like hits a high note, or Fiddler on the Roof maybe.
I mean, there are some great ones. I don't know if they made it to film. There's some great ones you go to like see.
Yeah.
There's some great musical American films, but
and classic
specifically
ones.
This Grace we're talking about, a high school Grace film.
Damn, this whole Grease stream took a turn that I didn't think it was gonna take a turn for.
I personally will forever love this movie because I grew up on it and because I know the song so well.
Everyone has their reason. Yeah, everyone has their reason. Like I love McDonald's ice cream because it's it's just like that, you know?
That's her favorite ice cream, by the way.
That is the cutest thing.
Ice cream, yes. But
what, is it the best ice cream in the world?
Is it the best ice cream in the world?
Right.
No.
But you love it.
But I love it. It's just like how I look at the situation like that. Everyone has
love
their
it.
Very interesting.
And this is what movie club is about, you know?
Yes.
Exactly.
So before you go, Denise, favorite song in the movie?
Oh my gosh, Stalker Channing's.
There are worse things I can do.
There are worse things I can do. I really actually loved the Fox version that came out, and Vanessa Hudgens did that song.
Oh, wow.
She was cast as the part of Rizzo, and she did a great job. And Stalker Channing, that will forever be my karaoke song right there.
I wasn't really into the Rizzo character and that song. It just seemed like a slow song in the middle.
Yeah.
Fun stuff I wanted to watch, but then as I've grown up and you like really listen to that song, you're just like, that's actually the song in the movie.
I think when I was a kid, I think Hopelessly Devoted to You was probably my absolute favorite, just because Sandy is just like, and John Travolta, I just want to be with you. But why are you such a dick?
I was like, Grease Lightning, but then you're like, what is Grease Lightning about? Grease Lightning's crazy. She's a romantic. You're a romantic, Denise. You're romantic.
Forever.
All right, Denise, always a pleasure.
I love you guys so much. Always a pleasure talking to you guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, we have time for one more, and then the final. So send in Grease right now. # Grease, and we'll bring you in, and we'll bring you into the conversation.
Absolutely. Should we do? There's a lot of hashtags.
I can't. I mean, here goes. This is the person we were trying to bring in before. I can't. Britt Stone, it won't let me bring you in for some reason. Maybe you haven't updated your thing, but it's not coming in.
Well, we can bring more than one people at the same time.
We could bring more than one person. Let's just bring in a few people. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let's bring in a few people.
And then let's bring our.
Can you?
There.
Hi. Oh my goodness.
How's it going?
Hi. I'm
What's your
sorry.
name?
I'm so in shock right now. Eileen.
Eileen, nice to meet you. Where are you calling in?
Yes.
Hi.
We brought in a few people.
We
Eileen.
brought a few people in the time.
Eileen, you're calling in from where? Where's Eileen calling from?
Chicago.
Awesome. And then who are you?
Helena.
Helena. Where are you calling in from, Helena?
Hi, Helena.
Ireland.
Where? Ireland.
Ireland.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Shout out to Ireland. Shout out to Chicago.
I love that.
So let's talk real quick.
Start
Did you guys
from
like Grease or not?
Yeah. I mean, I watched it the first time, I think, in the 7th grade because I was in choir. So, of course, they had us watch it. And I think we even, like, sang some of the songs in one of our concerts. But this was so long ago.
I mean, it's been a while, but I think the main one I remember most was about the peer pressure and everything to do with the whole movie. Because Sally and and Danny were just being peer pressured by their friends.
Yeah, which happens a lot in life, especially in your teenage days.
Yeah.
So what were your favorite songs or characters in the movie?
For me, it was definitely the first song, "Summer Lovin'."
Well,
Great
that's
song.
his favorite
No, I
song.
love that song too. It's almost played out in karaoke. It's just like every karaoke you go to, someone's singing it. So you almost too much, but you still like. It's still great. It's still great. Right?
Yeah.
He has one image of what he's doing, and then she has one image of what she's doing. And then,
I love that. Yeah,
you know, that's
it's
really
cute.
good.
It's cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think that's probably like the one that I think most people recognize or say that they like. I really like "Hopelessly Devoted to You" because I just think it's super romantic, and
That's what Denise.
her voice.
Her favorite song is "Hopelessly Devoted to You." What do you think about it?
She's
on the water.
in the water
Yeah.
and talking about
Mm-hmm.
I like that too. That's cute. That's cute. But I like the Rizzo.
The Rizzo song, yeah.
Yeah.
There are worse things I can do.
There's worse things I can do. I love that one.
I can tell you guys, my first time performing, I told Alice, ever in my life when I was a little kid, I think we were like, me and my brothers were like, maybe like 4 or 5, was doing Grease Lightning at our Christmas show. That was like the first performance ever. My mom made us jackets, and we did this whole routine of the song. And when you listen to the song now, it's so kind of vulgar and crazy. It's like, what are these 5-year-old kids? We didn't even know what we were talking about. We just love the dance moves, and we love John Travolta and dancing around like Grease Lightning. But when you're listening to the lyrics of the song, they're talking about some stuff.
The meaning of this song, you know.
There's like swearing, and they're talking about getting girls. It's like, what? These little kids are out here dancing Grease Lightning. I mean, we're totally into it. Well, thank you guys. You had a question? You had a question before we go?
I did. I just wanted to ask, have either of you heard of the theory that Sandy was dead? That, like, throughout the whole movie? There's, like, a theory that, because, like, you know, it's been a while since I've seen the movie, but you know how, like, the first song is about, like, them meeting and that, like, he, like, saved her from drowning? There's a popular theory that Sandy was actually dead the whole time, and that the movie was just like her imagining what her life would have been, because like there's that like really weird ending where they just fly off in their car. Like, what?
Yeah, they're flying off in the car is weird too.
What's up with that flying, by the way? Is any of
that made no sense.
What's
that
up?
made no sense. Like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they're in another car that flies. Like they're going to heaven.
Yeah.
So like there's like a bunch of articles, like there's one by Screen Rant if any of you want to look it up, but that's a theory that people have.
What,
that
this actually happened, like while they're shooting the film, and then they shot the first film, she got drowned?
No. They're just saying people are watching the movie now and going, what if a theory that she's dead and she's just imagining what her life would have been if she had.
Oh.
Yeah, because she doesn't even say like what happened. Why the plans changed. And I'm here. I was supposed to go back to Australia. Maybe she died in a plane crash on the way back to Australia, and before she went to heaven, this is how she played out. Is that the context? Like she's going to the plane crash, but guess what? She gets to live out her fantasy of what would have happened if she stayed there. But then by the end, it all links up, and then she gets to fly to heaven.
Look at the being a story of this whole.
That might make sense.
Yeah, it says here that like the lyrics of Summer Lovin', that Danny saved her from drowning before showing off splashing. Just look it up. I can't explain it because I can't think right now because I'm so excited that I get to talk with you guys. But that's a theory.
That's a good theory. We can dig into that rabbit hole and find out what is actually going on in there.
Yeah.
Now
the ending.
That's the flying thing.
You blew my mind.
You know?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the movie, she's just like flying into the like are they driving? What's going on? And it's just flying into the like bright light, and it's just gone. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Now it's like done. After she told me that story.
Oh my god. Well, thank you guys both for calling in. We enjoyed having you guys on here. We have one last guest to bring on before we go.
Thank you.
I'm glad. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to Ireland.
Ireland. Oh my god. I'm so happy to have international students.
Great.
Yeah.
You guys have to hang up on us because I don't think I can hang up on you. It's just like I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
All right.
I don't. How do I get out though?
Y'all don't know.
We
Y'all
all
don't know what we're doing anymore. I have no like controls on my camera anymore.
Wait, hold on.
Nothing.
I think you guys can end the conversation.
There you
go.
go.
Oh.
There you go. That was weird. I know.
Imagine we can both side and we can.
And then who's the last VIP guest?
Who's the last VIP guest? Did I saw our friend Audrey? No, Kat.
Kat. Shout out to Kat. What's up,
Shout
Kat?
out to Kat. Kat, what's up? It's been a while. Our last where is that? Hold on. Oh, here it is.
Who is it?
And I think. Oh, here.
What's the name?
Okay. The Manta
The Manta
Rage. Looks like she's an artist. Oh, she has a cool painting, all the animated stuff on her website.
The Manta Rage. Okay.
Manta Rage. She's the last.
She's the last VIP guest. You guys, you can always get a VIP ticket.
Hi.
Oh man, we've talked to
We
you
talked to
before.
her
I
last
love
week, so
the
this
last
week we
week.
invited her.
And you're stout, so welcome back. Welcome back.
She lives in
Thank you.
a little bit further outside of LA.
Orange County.
No.
No, so it's a town that I don't know. I was like, what town is that? Yeah. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. What did you let's talk about Greece.
Yes, I love Grease. But it's kind of an uncomfortable film for me to watch
Yeah.
because in high school I was bullied. There was a lot of peer pressure, and watching the movie kind of reminded me of that.
I know all those times that comes up in the movie, and it comes up quite a lot from bullying other people and that stuff. It's like, and then there's no real comeuppance for those guys that are doing it.
Exactly. They just bully.
Or girls. I mean, pink ladies are doing it also. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I love the colors in the film.
Yeah, I like that too. Like the
So
production
vibrant.
design and their costume design, super like colorful, and it's very stylish. I like that too. Yeah.
No, I love that too. And what are your favorite songs? What's your favorite song in the movie? Or
Or
I-
favorite scene, or the least favorite scene.
well, I could say my favorite song is between Summer Nights and goodness. I like them all.
I know.
I'll just say Summer Nights.
Summer Nights is good. It's so because it feels like it's such a part of your like mind, your like experience somehow. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy for a teenager right now going to high school saying it doesn't really represent high school, but maybe it doesn't. But maybe when they look back, they'll see aspects of it does. You know, maybe because I can still see a lot of moments of my kind of high school life in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
You know.
I'm totally outside. I never went to high school in America, so I don't have that experience.
Well, we'll tell you.
But I do have a romantic relationship, like kind of like dating in high school, those kind of stuff. But to be honest, like,
well, the pink ladies were just like the mean girls, you know, to a degree.
Yeah. I got bullied too when I was in high school. Like, when I was in high school, I decided to go to art school for acting. And then I went to Beijing. I fly to Beijing and I just get like art school. Like you have to get examined before you graduate high school. And I came back, all my friends in high school, they stopped talking to me. They're like, oh, you're different now. You're going to art school now. Like it's not like a very popular, like common things. Like Uyghur girls, like ethnic Uyghur girls goes to art school. So people just like being like very like disrespecting, like arts, like, oh, you're gonna be like whatever, like hooker or like, you know, it's like,
damn, that's harsh. That was a little bully.
It's very disrespectful and very bullying when I was in high school. But look at me now, bitches.
Damn.
Yeah, before I wanted to pursue acting, I was actually an artist.
Oh wow.
And we got made fun of a lot for being art majors.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. They don't respect art.
I think it's
and
just
they
kind
don't
of par
respect.
for the course. You know, you got to go through it. They don't respect it until you like make it. And
You
they're
make
like, we
it.
knew it all along.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
Until
cool.
you make it, it's like, oh my God, I knew it. You're the best.
But
You
some
know?
of that adversity is what fuels your art. So it all is like a cycle of things going on. So you just kind of have to have a longer perspective on what you're doing than the moment.
It gives you drive too.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of drive.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, we'll tell you the movie for next week since we're doing these kind of couples films. And the next movie, Alice?
Is
Do you remember?
meets
No.
when
Harry.
Oh, when Harry meets
Sally.
Sally.
Harry met Sally.
We're doing when Harry met Sally
Sally.
next week. So I was like,
Why do you put me on the spot?
why is that? Was that we were discussing a few films? I thought that's when Harry met Sally.
You knew I'm bad at the names and titles.
I
just don't
have
be talking.
studied that screenplay because I know it's good, but I actually have never seen that film.
Well, watch the film. It's actually really good. We actually watched
Yeah.
it about a year or so ago, but it's good, especially during this month. We're talking about couples things. I think it's going to be an interesting one to kind of revisit right now.
Yeah.
When
Harry
met
met
Sally.
So, thank you so
Thank you so much
for
for joining us this week. Like last week, so fun, and it's been quite a conversation about Greece. It really took a twist that I didn't think. I thought we'd be all on board one way with Greece, and we were on another ship with Greece, really looking at it in a different way.
Because people change and people like looking at the stuff in different perspective and different time period. I mean, I'm glad I heard a lot of people like, oh, this is weird, this is that, this is uncomfortable. Like, even though it's a classic, a successful film, we still can able to say our the opinions, you know? Like, I love that. So
All right. There is something I just want to say to you guys real quick.
Sure.
Yes, please.
If that's okay. I was kind of in a slump trying to figure out where I was going in life, but I've always had a passion for acting, and you guys and the cinema club recently kind of woke me back up, and so I'm going to pursue acting now.
Aww.
Why
we
did you
appreciate
make us
that.
this?
Good luck on the journey. I mean, we are on that journey with you, so
Exactly.
we just talk about the journey because we're on the journey, you know.
Yeah.
And
welcome to the journey.
welcome back to the journey. It's just it's a good life. It's a hard life sometimes, and it's a great life sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's special. I'm glad. I love hearing that.
I loved hearing that. I mean, you have a look. You look great, and you have a personality. You have that charisma. You have that something to bring onto the table. You are unique. So you just go for it. You know, like we can't be another Angelina Jolie because this Angelina Jolie is already legend. So we can be
ourselves.
And
I mean, I would just say, welcome to the party. Welcome back to the party.
Welcome back.
The party continues, you know.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good week.
Have a good
Bye.
week. Nice to talk to you.
Samantha, so sweet.
I know.
Oh
so
my God.
Nice.
Well.
Did I change your dream too?
Yeah, you did.
Did I wake you?
You woke me up. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. It's been a great week. Have a great week. When Harry Met Sally next week.
When Harry Met Sally. It's kind of slow movie. It's romantic. I watched it multiple times. Romantic, slow.
We'll talk about it next week.
But we'll see. Let's see what they're gonna say. Oh, there's a Mandarin. 再次见到你很有趣. Thank you. Nice to see you too. It was interesting to talk to you guys too.
Okay, bye, you guys.
Bye.